Hello or welcome back or welcome to my channel. It is Sunshine Lorena and this is my first vlog of 2024 and it is for Winterween. Winterween is back. Yes, so they didn't do Winterween last year, and if you don't know what Winterween is, it is a readathon, and it was a spin-off from a Summerween, and essentially it's just bringing Halloween to another part of the year, just reading like thrillers, horrors, creepiness, etc. So there's a whole bunch of prompts. It's being run by Gabby Reads, and yes, this is gonna be my vlog for it. Now, if you haven't seen my video or you are new to this channel, I am doing a Read Around the World challenge starting from January. Starting from scratch so that I can take off and read a book from every single country in the world, guys. Obviously not going to be done in a year because I don't even read them that much in a normal year. But anyway, my Winterween reading is very reflective of me reading from different countries. We are going very kind of Nordic Noir, Scandi thriller vibes in this. I have two. One is The Darkness by Ragnar Jonasson, and I already started this morning, which you should have maybe seen from my little intro, B-roll footage maybe. So I've already started this. And this is to take off Iceland. It is an Icelandic thriller, and guys, first of all, before we get into it, Scandi thrillers, Nordic Noir, love it. Absolutely love it because they are always super dark. They tend to be very cold, snowy, like all the vibes. They're perfect for winter, guys. I mean, I suppose you can pick it up at any other times of the year, but for those snowy, wintry vibes, dark vibes, you need to pick these up. If you love thrillers, you need to pick them up. So first of all, The Darkness. So I'm not very far into this. I'm literally about 7%. So I cannot give you any real opinions of this so far because we're very much up in the setup stage of this, and this is the first in the series. Currently there are 3 in the series. I don't know if it's one that's going to continue to keep going, but in the moment there's 3 books in the series, and it's the Hulda book series because Hulda is our investigator. Now Hulda is due to retire, and what happens just before they retire, they have a couple of weeks where they get to the opportunity to investigate an unsolved murder or unsolved case essentially. So Hulda chooses a case where a body of a woman washed up on the shore, and she's just she's trying to catch the killer before she's stripped of her badge and she's went off on retirement. We've not yet seen any details of this case. We've had a few introductions of a couple other things, which I don't know if that's helping us to get to know Hulda and how she is when she investigates things, or if they're going to play into like kind of the later stories. But so far enjoying it. The descriptions, getting to meet our character, getting to know her, really good. Looking forward to getting on with this one. It's not too long, it's like 285-ish pages, so it is a good sized thriller for me to try and speed through in this week. The second Scandi thriller that I have on my TBR, oh sorry, before I go on, so that one is definitely going to tick off the snowy setting. Literally snow on the cover, guys. There's literally snow on the cover, so snowy setting. Then the other kind of Scandi thriller that I'm hoping to get to in this week, it'll be post The Darkness, is The Boy in Headlights by Samuel Bjork. This is the third in the series of the Munch and Kruger series. This is the third one. Like I said, there is now in November last year released the prequel of like when they kind of first came together to investigate initially, and then in the original language in Norwegian there is actually a 4th book in the series which has not yet been translated. I have no idea when it's going to be translated to English, but I'm here for it, guys. Again, snowy vibes on the cover. I'm not fully kind of going to be ticking off all the prompts on Winterween. I kind of just want to get thriller, snowy, dark vibes most of the time. But yes, it's another snowy thriller that I want to get to. I'm not going to go into the synopsis now because I'm not reading that currently. I have for purple on the cover, guys, and if you watch my TBR you'll know that it's the woman in the purple skirt, which doesn't have purple on the cover, but it literally has the word purple on the cover, so I'm counting it. I'm going to listen to the audiobook. It's running about 4 hours, so I'll get it done in about 2. This is going to help me tick off Japan on my Read Around the World challenge. I will be starting this one today. I should, in between bits and pieces, I'll get to it. and slowly start to read it. But essentially, from one of the synopses I've read, because it varies obviously when you read them from different sites, I believe the narrator is the woman in the yellow skirt, okay? And she's been wanting to become the friend of the woman in the purple skirt for a long time. She's been like, essentially she's following her. It seems a little bit stalkery. She follows her, she knows her whole routine, but she's an invisible observer, not a stalker, guys. It's much more complicated than that is what it says, so we are going to find out and see what that's all about. I just kind of love how they don't have names and they're just kind of described as items of clothing. I kind of like that. So yes, that is the other one. Now, what I didn't have in my TBR video, and I've since kind of tentatively added it to my Winterween TBR, is Comfort Me with Apples. And it's because I saw the Instagram reels, like, you know, giving you recommendations for books with a W in the title. Comfort Me with Apples. It is on Everend, so I already pay for it, so just while reading it, it's like 90 pages. So I'm going to use this for reading in the dark. I originally was going to use the audiobook, The Woman in the Purple Skirt, but I'm going to use this because I can read it at night. It's in the dark, you know. So I'm not going to go into the synopsis right now again because, you know, I'm going to be reading it later, but it is, you know, strange, dark things kind of going on, which is the vibes that we want. So yes, that's it. That's the kind of the books that I'm going to be reading through this vlog. In terms of stuff going on this week, tomorrow we're going to have friends over for lunch, so I'll do some footage of the food and stuff that we're gonna be doing. I am then in the evening going to see Swan Lake Ballet, which is the first time ever. I've never actually watched a live performance of ballet either, so it's going to be really fun. So those are like the two kind of major things. I've only just went back to work yesterday, and guys, it is so difficult after Christmas and New Year, isn't it, to get back to work. So kind of getting my brain back into that kind of the swing of things. I do want to be a little bit healthier, start exercising, etc., but I'm going to ease myself into it because we only came back on Wednesday from Italy and I still very much feel like my life is unorganized. So that'll be a little bit of focusing of that going on in here. Yeah, what else? I feel like that's pretty much most of my updates. Oh guys, you know, yesterday was tough. First day back at work, so I obviously booked flights to Porto. I found cheap flights in February, guys, like mid-February, and the great thing from where I am, we fly 6 a.m. on Saturday morning, guys, get there around 8 a.m. The flight back is on Sunday at 9 p.m, so we get 2 full days, only stay 1 night, and just the flights were £65 return, just going with our backpacks, because like it is 1 night, 2 days. Couldn't resist, guys, couldn't resist. Don't have to use any holidays, but I get to have a little break away, and it just helps with those January blues that I booked that. I did it. If you have any recommendations, if you've been to Porto, please leave a comment down below. And that's it. I've been speaking for absolute ages. This is going to be such a long vlog, but thank you so much for tuning in. Cue some bee footage and then reading updates for me, guys. And yeah, I'll speak to you later on. Sunday morning, guys. I'm just popping on to give you a little reading update on where I am just before I quickly head to church. So I finished The Woman in the Purple Skirt, guys. I'm giving this 3 stars. I listened to this in audio. I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the vlog. It was short, it was quick. It's like around 200-ish pages, so perfect. kind of start to this TBR and the year, so I got one out of the way quite quickly. Yes, I give it 3 stars. I did enjoy it. I kind of liked how progressively we kind of started to question like the woman in the yellow cardigan. Initially, like, you know, her motives seemed, not motives, but I suppose it didn't seem that creepy. Like, it was kind of creepy, but it wasn't that bad. But progressively it seems like she got a little bit more intrusive into the woman in the purple skirt's life, and I don't want to like kind of spoil it too much, because, you know, I don't want to say too much because I'll give away things, but progressively she gets a little bit more intrusive, you know, like buying a newspaper that shows like job ads and like circling them and leaving it on the bench for her, and other bits and pieces that are like, you're getting a little bit too involved, and it's like, what's your deal? But I did enjoy it. It's Japanese fiction, and yeah, it was really great. First country ticked off on the Read Around the World challenge. And then in terms of the darkness, guys, I am 21% of the way through. I am really enjoying this. I'm liking the vibes. In these types of books, these thrillers, I love the vibes. So Hilda, our detective, it turns out she is supposed to retire in this year of the book, but they've kind of sprung it on her, and they're basically kicking her out like early. She's like, it feels like I'm being sacked, because there's this like young guy coming in, and they said, look, you could have went into the private sector. He's gonna be here in 2 weeks. We need you to go because he needs to take your job. So early retirement, but essentially I think they're gonna pay her and like some leave, but like just get her out. So just to like keep her at peace, they're like, you can just look at a cold case, you know, the next 2 weeks we've already handed off the other ones, because she wanted to kind of stay to the end as much as possible. And this is where she's picked up this case where this Russian woman was found dead on the beach. It was ruled a suicide, but like it wasn't very conclusive, so she's looking into it, and she's already found some stuff that like the previous detective like clearly didn't do their job properly. Like, she was seeking asylum in Iceland, and it seems like no one really cared because she had no one. So she's looking into it, and yeah, not too much else to add, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it to know her as a character and seeing where this cold case is actually going to go, because clearly there is something more to the story than what originally was done in the report. So yes, enjoying it. I've realised this morning, I was like, I have not picked up yet my Read in the Dark Comfort with Apples, and like I could have done it over the last few nights because I like dark. So silly me, I'm going to do that tonight. And yes, so in terms of life stuff, you would have seen did risotto on Friday, porcini mushroom risotto, delicious, guys. I made a dairy-free panna cotta, so made of coconut milk, and it actually turned out good, guys. I was very skeptical because it's the first time that I've done it like that. I've always done it the traditional way with like milk and cream, but it came out really good, so pleased with that. So we also had our friends over for lunch. My husband made gluten-free gnocchi. They were good. I did the ragu sauce, and we just had a lovely lunch with our friends. And then yes, the ballet last night. First time seeing Swanlight. Loved it, guys. It was so good. Great experience. So glad that I went to see it. And yeah, that's it for the moment. I will catch up with you later on. It's a lovely sunny day, so we'll maybe try and just enjoy a little bit of outdoorness today, since I didn't that much yesterday. And I'm going to see if I can find a quote as the sales are on, and I'm going to pop into House of Razors. So that's it. I've been speaking for a while again. I will catch up with you later on. I'm going to be making a roast for dinner tonight, guys. I know I said like I need to get in the healthy eating, but one last roast. Okay guys, one last roast. And I will get on with more reading. I did film my 2024 goals. I've done like the initial edit where I take out all the spaces, so I just need to do the watch through, and I'll do that this afternoon, so it's up for today. I still have other videos to film. It's a lot to do, guys, but anyway, speak to you later. Hi guys, it is Monday evening, and first of all, it's starting to snow. I love snow, okay? If there's one thing you need to know about me is I love snow. I grew up in Scotland, so obviously saw a lot of snow growing up. My hair looks weirdly short. Let's change the angle. So, guys, Guys, I'm out of breath from it's snowing. So I've just come back from the office, guys. I need to study, but it's snow. It's starting to snow. So like I said, I grew up in Scotland, so obviously know lots about snow. Do not live there anymore. If you don't know this, I live in the south of England, so snow is not like something that happens that often. Like literally last winter, it happened like there was like one day of snow. So whenever it snows, I get super excited. I love snow. Love snow. Which is this perfect Winterween weather. It is absolutely freezing out there though. Like on my phone, it said like 3 degrees. It feels like -2 and felt like -2, guys. Like really cold. But like my coat, guys, has been the best investment that I've done this year. It's a Jules one, super warm, like rain just like runs off it. Like chef's kiss. It's like wearing a sleeping bag. Anyway. Bit distracted, but snow. Hopefully my clip came out okay that I took my phone off the snow. Who knows, this is gonna lie, let's wait and see. My plan was to go to the office tomorrow, but like honestly if there's snow on the ground, like I'm not going to the office because I have to walk to work like about 25 minutes and I don't want to fall flat on my face because that's definitely what would happen. But in terms of reading updates, I am now 36% of the way through The Darkness and I'm enjoying it. I'm intrigued to see where this is going with our Russian refugee women. There is like a second kind of thing going on. Like we get a chapter every now and again and what it's been the perspective of this young woman who had become pregnant out of marriage very young. And there's this whole situation with her and this child that she's had, this daughter. I'm not going to go into details, but I think I might have worked out what it's about because it's like in addition to what Hilda is investigating, it's like separate, completely separate, like there's no interaction between those two things. But I feel like I might know what it is. Not going to say because spoilers, but I think I've worked it out. But yes, intrigued to see where this goes, enjoying it. I love the vibes. I just love the vibes of it. So yes, there's that. And then I have started Comfort Me with Apples. I'm literally 15 pages into it, I think. And yeah, I'm going to try and read some more this evening just before going to bed. I won't finish it, I don't think, because like I said, I have to study. And side note, finished Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, the restaurant at the end of the world. I was listening to the audio before starting Winterween and I've just finished it. This one is like a 3-star. Like the first one, chef's kiss. This one, like 3-star. So then I started my second audio, which again, not on my Winterween TBR, however, it kind of ish fits. It is Pride and Premeditation, which is a YA mystery book. It is Pride and Prejudice, but murder mystery. So our main character Lizzie Bennett is investigating a murder. Her dad is actually a solicitor. I can't remember if we ever knew what his job was in actual Pride and Prejudice, but in this case he's a solicitor. He has a solicitor's firm, but he obviously has no sons to pass it on to. And Lizzie wants to become a solicitor and she's trying to solve this case because she wants to kind of prove to her dad that she can do it, because obviously women would not be like taking over like the solicitor business back in those days. So yeah, interesting, not too far into it, enjoying it. This is a little side note. I feel like I'm not going to get to The Boy in the Headlights this week because we're already on Monday and only 36% of the way into The Darkness. I think I will definitely finish that one and I will finish Comfort Me with Apples. But The Boy in the Headlights, I think I could maybe start it, but definitely I'm not gonna have time to finish it because my physical reading, guys, last year was this like shocking, terrible, like my reading was 51% audiobooks last year and I read 100 books. That was literally 51 of the books I read last year was audio only, guys. So my physical reading, shocking. So we will see how that goes and that's it. I need to study, guys. My husband is gonna make dinner tonight. He's making cordon bleu, so like, you know, chicken breast with like ham and cheese stuffed in it, done in breadcrumbs. Chef's kiss. I think it's gonna be delicious. Shout out to him for doing that to help me to do my studying, so that's fantastic. And yeah, that's it for the moment. I will catch up with you and I will give you more snow updates as they happen, guys. I will keep you informed. Don't you worry. You will know if there's more snow. we have our first 5-star of 2024. Okay, it's actually Friday the 12th, so Winterween officially finished yesterday, but I had like 20 minutes to finish my last read, which is The Darkness. I will get into Comfort Me with Apples in a moment, etc. But, you know, we have to talk about The Darkness, guys. First 5-star read of 2024. I now have a new favorite thriller author, guys. Nordic Noir, Scandi thrillers. I need to get into them more. If you have recommendations, please let me know, because like, you need to go and check out this book and check out the other ones by the author. When I tell you that I did not, first of all, I didn't know who done it. I didn't know how it happened. Like, some things as they're coming, I'm like, oh, the twists, did not see them coming, guys. Did not see them coming. And that ending, that's not how you end a thriller, but like, so good. I can't say much because, you know, spoilers, but let me tell you, you're not gonna see it coming. You're gonna be shocked and surprised. I was literally like, I mean, like I said, I had like 20 minutes left to read this morning, and obviously we're at a certain point, I'm like, okay, this is who obviously committed like the crime, the murder. But then there was still more, guys. There was still more to in the story, that like another twist that shocked me, another reveal, the ending, like, guys, so good. So good. 5 stars, 5 stars. I'm gonna have to do like a proper review on this one, I think, in my channel. Like, more of you need to find out about this, because like, great. Like, I've not had a 5-star thriller in a while. Like, most of the time, like, they're 4 stars, like, they're good. But like, it takes something special for me to give a thriller a 5-star, because it really needs to like shock me, the twist, I need to see nothing coming, and like, just it needs to get me, and this one did. This one did. I need to continue on with the series. I have other books on my TBR that I need to read this month, so obviously not this month, but I need to continue on with these books because amazing. So obviously I didn't start The Boy in the Headlights. I think it's down there. In this vlog, I will be reading in this month, so you have to wait for my wrap up video to see how that goes. Can it be on equal level of The Darkness? We'll need to wait and see. And yes, okay, Comfort Me with Apples, guys. My thoughts are all over the place since, you know, 5 stars. Comfort Me with Apples. I'm giving this one 4 stars. Again, didn't see that twist coming. Like, as it was like, obviously the reveal was starting to happen, I was like, wait, like, I had no idea that this is what this was going to be about. Like, I know, like, I think you get polarizing views on this one. Initially, I didn't find the writing style that easy, but then I slowly got into it. You got the sense of there is quite clearly something going on, something weird is going on. But yeah, never would have guessed in a million years that that's what it was going to be. This is a great little creepy novella. I enjoyed it. So yeah, recommend to pick up. 4 stars. And then you would have seen that I think there's a clip in there I have picked up as well. It is The Girl on the News by Elizabeth Carpenter. This one's actually coming out on the 29th of January. I got the audiobook from NetGalley. This is my first NetGalley audiobook, guys. Like, I've been reading NetGalley ARCs, and then, you know, last year was such a huge audiobook year. I was like, I really should request some audiobooks because I'm like going through them so much. And it kind of makes sense, you know, I could still be doing some ARCs but having audiobooks. So yes, this one, I'm like, I think about 60-ish% of the way through. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the writing style. I like the audiobook narrator, because if you don't like the narrator, you kind of ruins the story, but I do like the narrator. I went to go and see it. I am enjoying it, but I feel like I might have worked it out, and it might be that I've read too many of these types of thrillers, or, you know. But yes, what is this one about? So, my heart pounds as I take in the headline, Missing Girl Believed Kidnapped. Underneath is a photo of my beautiful daughter Mia, her gap-toothed grin unmistakable. But Mia's safe beside me, snuggled up on the sofa. Why would somebody pretend my child has been taken? I thought my husband Mark and I had built a perfect new life with our precious daughter Mia. She's everything to us. I thought we were finally safe from the past. But I know Mia's picture on the news means someone has uncovered who I really am. And then my worst nightmares come true. Mia's taken, snatched from the playground, and my world collapses. I don't want to read too much more of that synopsis for you, because, like, you know, I sometimes feel like you can reveal a little bit too much, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the build up to the story. We do get like past timeline sections, kind of done in an interview type format. and I'm enjoying those because we are getting to know our characters a little bit better that way, and also the story, how it links, possibly links to the past. At this point, we don't know, but I feel like it is linking to the past, and that's why we're getting those bits and pieces. Like I said, I feel like I might have worked it out. Like I feel like the author's trying to make you think it's this way, but I'm like, guys, I'm a professional thriller reader. Obviously not them. Like, come on, like that's too obvious. That's too obvious. So like my mind's been like, oh, maybe it's this person. We'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see my wrap up. I don't know what I'm gonna give this one, what the reveals are. I find thrillers, it tends to be in that last section that really nails my rating for them, because it can go either way, as you saw the darkness. Like, so yes, that's it. I have really enjoyed Winterween. I'm so glad it came back this year. Just getting into like kind of those dark, chilly thrillers. I also ticked off a few different prompts, but as you know, I wasn't like aiming to complete everything, because like, you know, but W in the title done, purple on the cover done, snowy cover done. Was that it? Is that the only 3 that I've ticked off? I need to quickly check the little graphic on their Instagram page if there was any others that I did. Oh, read a book in the dark, yeah, so that's 4. Yeah, I've done all of them apart from read a book with a witch on the cover. So that's actually pretty good, pretty successful, considering last year I sucked at readathons, so happy with that. And yes, I really enjoyed it. Oh, the snow, sorry, I got so like distracted by the darkness and like, you know, the amazingness of it. The snow didn't really amount to anything. Like there was like those little flurries that kept going a little bit, and I thought maybe during the night while I'm sleeping I'll wake up to snow. No guys, nothing. It's the UK, like what do you expect? What do you expect? It's the UK. There's still rumours that there's going to be more snow this month. Let's see, I hope so. Like I said, I'm in the south of England, so we don't tend to get that much snow. When we do, it's literally like one day, but I was expecting more. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss any content from me. Leave a comment, let me know if you're going to be picking up any of these thrillers. And like I said, any more recommendations on Nordic Noir, Scandi thrillers, please let me know. Because like, I feel like that is like my vibe now. That is my vibe for thrillers. And they just always take me by surprise. Yes, love them. Anyway, thank you so much. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye. Why can I say that ever?